there. Oh, I was going to look up. Let's see here. Okay. Says we are live now. 3 people watching. Y'alls. All right. Audio test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get the ads. 4 people watching. Oh, Cody Knox is watching. Hey, Cody. Well, I'm logged in on Sam Evans' account. That's okay.
COVID.
3 people watching. Oh, good audio. It's going to be good audio. Y'alls. All right. Audio test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me log out of my live. Oh, Cody Knox is watching. Hey, Cody. Well, I'm logged in. Sign into news page. Oh, Jordan was watching. I didn't log in to the radio. Doing that right now, though. Hi, Jordan.
Oh,
How are you?
Very, very tired.
Oh,
How
boy.
about you?
We might not be getting our best tonight, Phil.
What?
We might not be getting Jordan's best tonight.
What, no country music?
No,
She's tired.
I've conserved all the energy that I've gathered today just so I can use it all on y'all.
Whammy!
Yeah, I could have gotten a lot of assignments done today, but I didn't.
It's just your future. It'll wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Well,
I got time.
we're going to start the stream on Facebook, but the main stream will be on YouTube.
I heard.
Yes.
See, I'm on the Guthrie News page Facebook right now.
Awesome. That's where we'll be. So I'm just getting it.
Oh, and I can hear you guys through the board, by the way.
Okay, good. We will.
Chris is in a better mood this week. It should be a better show.
I walked in. There was papers all over the place.
That's what I feel like right there.
There was
right there.
papers all over the place.
That's
I thought
you.
Phil had did homework.
I'm just laying there just trying to relax.
Do you guys have a tree yet?
We're not, due to 2020, we're protesting all vegetation and trees.
Stanford's in the Pac-12, so we can't use the tree.
Nope.
So.
Hey, how many, are they allowing you guys in the game Saturday?
Yeah. The paddle people are still doing business as usual.
That's Tulsa. Need a whole lot of support. So, okay, we're going to start a Facebook stream for about 8 to 9 minutes to get people over there. And we'll if you can call like around 5:58, 5:59ish, that'll give us enough time to get off Facebook. And
I can do that.
all right, I appreciate you.
You too. Call you soon.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
We're live on Facebook, Philip.
Oh, can I share?
Yeah, absolutely share it, because that's you got to get your friends over to YouTube.
Be on there briefly. My friends have YouTube.
I'm looking to at least 500 of your friends to come over to the YouTube page.
I don't know why you hate Facebook so much. What do I do here? This always looks.
Oh, here we go.
Do I hit share first?
Share, yeah,
right
share,
here.
yeah. Write a post.
No.
Remember? No. Right post.
Oh, right post.
There. Now you got it.
Oh, no, right up here.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris
hates Facebook.
hates Facebook.
Okay, everyone join on Facebook,
So
and we'll make this announcement a few
are
times.
now
Jump over to
moving
our YouTube
to
feed.
YouTube. Is YouTube one word?
Capital Y, capital T, one word, yes.
YouTube.
And when people go to YouTube, they might as well subscribe and click the bell.
Okay, but how do they know where to go?
I just put a link in the story.
Yeah, but I'm sharing this, so it'll be in the story. Should I say see link below? What?
Yes, see link below, and then I'll go to your page, and then I'll share it there. So
please, because I'm begging people to come now.
it will be a transition, but it will all be good. So,
Click.
As soon as you send that, let me know. I'll go to your
link
page
below to watch.
See, Jordan's already tagged us, and I will go to Jordan's page, and I will put the link in there. Jordan, Control V.
Did that post? Oh boy.
Hold on, I'll go there. Phil. It's a lot of work before the show. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh, yeah, right there. It's already on there. So, see the link below. Oh, no, that's Jordan. She tagged you.
Oh.
Where's Phil's?
I don't think it went through. So I hit. Oh boy, I gotta do all this again.
Jordan. I don't see yours.
I did. Do I hit share there, then write a post?
Just share. Just share. There you go.
I don't get to say anything creative.
I will do that for you in the comments. Phil Nichols, all right, that a boy, you did it. Okay, now
I need a nap.
Like it just
hit me out of nowhere.
Okay, perfect. So all of our folks on Facebook, we are also live right now on our YouTube page. All of our live video stuff on Guthrie News page is now going to be slowly moving over to YouTube.
Oh boy.
And it's a good thing, Phil.
12 years of hard work down the drain.
12 years of hard work. Facebook will still be used as a secondary.
So can they watch us tonight on Facebook?
For a few more minutes till the show starts.
So that's no.
But
I'm from Greenwood County, Kansas.
But listen.
Most people got an email last May.
Right.
This isn't a big tech. Oh, boy.
See, listen. They can go to their TV.
There was no consultation on this. There was no vote. There was no discussion.
If you have a smart TV like a Roku or a smart TV, go download the YouTube app or get the YouTube app, and then you can watch it on your TV. You don't have to be on your phone or your computer.
Well, you can project it on the TV from Facebook.
YouTube is for a video platform. This is what it's for.
Big words. Using big words. See, when Chris uses big words, it usually means he's a little nervous about a decision he's made.
No, I'm
So when we have 1.5 people tonight watch, you're okay with that?
Well, they can, I guess, watch the replay.
I mean, as an advertiser, I don't know if I'm okay with that.
It's still on blazing on 93.7 FM KSPI.
You always got an answer
North
for
Central
everything.
Oklahoma.
You got an answer for everything.
Replay.
Jump over. Just hop right on over.
And when you do jump over to YouTube, be sure to subscribe, and then you hit that bell so you be notified for when we go live, and we don't have to do the Facebook
I'm not going to make
transition.
it to the show. I'm about ready to pass out. I'm so tired.
See, we're really small on the Facebook feed, but like on the YouTube feed, we're like spread out. I mean, which one looks better?
Which one's YouTube feed?
This one right here. We got the graphics working over here. New graphics, by the way. Cody Knox. Cody Knox.
You better hope this works because Jeff Chappell just started watching. And if he can't make it over to YouTube,
Trust me, he's got.
you are never going to hear the end of this. Ever. Primarily because I won't let you, but I'm just saying. I'm sorry, what were you saying about Cody? Sorry, Cody.
No, yeah. Cody Knox made the lower graphic.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
It does look
He
good.
produced that. Don't that look great?
He couldn't give me. What did I do? What did I produce? Did I make anything?
Well,
I mean, besides magic when we go in the air. Did I, anything?
I'm hoping that happens in 5 minutes.
I'm going to need to get a quick nap in.
You seem fine. I mean,
I hit a wall.
You made a business sell
a minute.
within the hour.
There's no reason.
I mean, that doesn't motivate you to, finish the day off.
I'm old.
Oh.
I mean, it's just I'm in the fourth quarter, Chris.
See, I'm way over here.
So why is that? Oh, big camera.
Big camera.
Oh,
Big camera.
big camera.
Actually, it would look like that on Facebook, too, if we had them reversed.
See, you had me for a second. You had me.
I couldn't do that
I
to
was
you.
convinced. That looks so much
Right.
better. Jeez, we got to do that.
But you can watch it on your TV. It's really
But
cool.
I can just hit that project. I can do that now.
The what name is on YouTube? It is youtube.com/Guthrie news page. Is how you get the link is in the Facebook comments, so if you want to see it on there. But
Right here is when 12 years of hard work goes down the drain.
12 years. youtube.com/Guthrie news
Page.
page.
Now, which one's backsplash?
The one with the question mark.
The question mark.
Backspace.
Okay,
Or back.
Oh, no, I got you.
No, you
messed
got me.
up. Yeah.
Backslash.
Cleveland Hominy. Cleveland Hominy. Yep.
And Jordan's going to be calling us here in a minute or two. So our Facebook feed's about to end, Phil.
There it goes. 12 years of hard work down the drain. Mr. Chappell, this isn't my fault if this doesn't work. Oh, look at Mr. Chappell. Phil, tell us about them Eagles.
About the what?
Eagles.
Eagles. Oh. Tulsa Edison.
What?
What Eagles? Philadelphia
Do I need
Eagles?
to go pull out a couple documents and we can review those on the air tonight? Would you like to restate who that is?
We got to go, Facebook.
Yeah.
Go to youtube.com/Guth//
Oh, he's all rattled now.
backslash bacon. Go to YouTube. Jordan's calling. All right. Hello, Miss Jordan.
Hello.
All right, I got to share that
Wait,
thing.
it's a //
//
Love it when he messes up. Makes me so happy.
Listening to you guys try to figure it out was amusing, though. I'll give you that.
Well, I mean, we have struggles. We have struggles.
It's okay.
Things that are simple for most, not simple for us.
2 minutes left of this song.
2 minutes.
2 minute warning. Now there's people scrambling trying to find youtube.com/Guthrie news page.
Just go to YouTube and
Type in Guthrie news
and
page.
search Guthrie news page. Real simple. What are you looking at, Phil?
I'm trying to see if I know any of these kids. I know.
I didn't know we were doing the YouTube thing until today, so I just told my mom to watch it on Facebook because I don't have enough time to tell her how to do everything.
Well, hopefully she watched the feed and see it. It'll be a learning process at the beginning, but
Keep saying that.
in the end, it will be all better
for Chris.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're encouraging him. I mean,
Facebook is very people are very grumpy over on Facebook.
Chris had one bad experience. And
No.
whole world came to an end.
1 minute till the show.
Did you do any homework for tonight's show?
Couple hours.
Couple hours. That's about what I put in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a selfie stick? Is that what that is?
No.
It's for a podium for a short one.
Just so you know, Chris and I couldn't be friends if he had a selfie stick.
Well, selfie stick comes in a lot of ways for a broadcast.
You have a selfie
Well,
stick?
even a Bluetooth, you can
But
click.
do you have a selfie stick?
I've
never seen it.
I really don't. I have it just in case I need it. Bluetooth and everything. You can take pictures like
We
this.
got to reevaluate our whole relationship right now.
All right. We got to change the lower graphic. This is what it will look like when we come on the air. We'll go ahead and take that off.
Okay.
We're going to mute ourselves.
5, 4.
Oklahoma, huddle up. It's time to go inside the High School Huddle on Hot 93.7 FM and streaming worldwide on GuthrieSportsPage.com. The High School Huddle will take you where you want to go with coaches, players, your phone calls, texts, and tweets. Join the huddle and let's talk high school sports.
It is the High School Huddle here on Hot 93.7 FM KSPI alongside Jordan Leach, Mustang Bronco, in our Stillwater studio.
Quinn.
It is Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Glad to have you on board. Also streaming this live on YouTube.com. Just simply go to YouTube and search Guthrie News Page. And our stream is right there. You can watch it. And we've got new graphics. A big thank you to Cody Knox with the new lower third graphics. So you can see some of the top games of the week scrolling there. And sometimes we'll have scores and all that. We can do whatever we want with it. But
Evidently.
the show just continues to involve a little bit.
Progress.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Of course, we are brought to you by our good friends at Generations Church. And they invite you out to the church 10 a.m. on Sundays. Inside their building at 2524 West Noble or online, and you can find them online on Facebook. They got a Generations Church Facebook page. So they basically have church in two places, in the building and online as well. As many do, but Generations Church does a good job with that.
Yeah, they do a great job with everything they are a part of, and Josh, great guy, and just a great supporter of Guthrie all the way around here locally, and does great work with many families outside the Guthrie community as well. So encourage everybody to go over and just give him a call. Just have a chat.
Yeah, Facebook.com/
Forward slash.
Wait. That was pre-production.
Facebook.com/ Guthrie News Page, and it'll take you right to the broadcast.
No, Generations Guthrie.
We're doing that one now.
Yeah, generationsguthrie.online.church.
We're struggling.
Yeah, so Generations Church. Well, Phil, there's a lot of moving parts. Week 2 is in the books. Week 3 is this week for most teams, and then next week we begin district play, and that's when it really gets interesting. Not only on the field but off the field, as the COVID issue seems to be heating up a little bit, as there are some games that have been canceled. Most notably, and we'll talk about some of the other ones, but the most notable one throughout the state. And I was disappointed because I really think I was going to make my way over to Stillwater to watch the Bixby Spartans take on the Stillwater Pioneers. This is was going to be a matchup for the last 2 state championship games. Of course, Bixby's won both of those, as many people in north central Oklahoma know that. But canceled COVID. There's more to it, but I'm just thinking.
But yet not one positive COVID test on either team.
Yes, and that's
which I think adds a little bit to the story.
Yes,
and then you add the fact that OSU plays a home game in Stillwater the next morning. I think adds a little more to the story.
So what it is there? We all know about the chart, the Oklahoma chart by the health department that says you're green, you're yellow, you're orange, or you're red.
Just for the record, I knew nothing about a chart till 2 days ago when I heard you guys talking.
There's a second chart what the State Department of Education has, and it's I guess they have a little influence from the State Health Department. I'm sure, I hope, but they have 5. They have like green, yellow, orange 1, orange 2, and red. Payne County, of course, we're Stillwater's at. Our neighbors just up to the northeast. What?
You kind of leaned to the east when you said that.
Oh,
it was good.
Yeah. They are by the school, the State Department. They are a red county, so they are COVID cases, which is not too surprising because most of your college towns are going to have that, right?
But we're still having a college football game on Saturday.
For our video audience on YouTube, again, you can go to GuthrieNewsPage.com. Look at this, Phil. I got graphics here.
What are we? We're yellow?
We are. Logan County is yellow.
What does that mean?
It's green, yellow, orange 1, orange 2, then red.
Oh.
So Payne County, along with Texas County, Cotton County, Muskogee County, and Ottawa County, according to the State Department of Education, are red counties.
Yeah.
And so the school superintendent for Stillwater, and I'm sure his administration made the decision to cancel all Stillwater athletics for the week, I think, at least for the week. And that cancels the Bixby game, football game. There's also some softball and volleyball also canceled. Yeah. And as you mentioned, the Stillwater Pioneers, according to several sources and newspapers, there's not, according to the head football coach, they didn't have one case, and he says it's really disappointing. This is something we've looked forward to for several months. Our kids were excited about this game. A lot of people in our community were excited for this game, and a lot of people around the state were excited for this game. It's a really shame that it's not going to happen. We are COVID-free. Again, this is Stillwater head coach Tucker Barnard. We have not had any transmission in our team or any of our teams that I'm aware of. I think we've done a really good job of doing our part with the way that we're working to sanitize and keep kids apart as much as possible. So here you are, the Stillwater Pioneer. You've done everything that the administration has asked you to do. You're wearing masks. You're doing everything the right way, and yet you do everything the right way, which such is life is sometimes. You do everything the right way, and you still don't get to play in one of the biggest games, especially in the non-district. It's probably one of the biggest games in the non-district statewide, and they're not playing.
Well, and I think, as we've said before, there's no easy decisions right now, but I think it's the inconsistency locally that probably has most folks pretty upset. I mean, I think if there was a lot of positive cases or if there was something, but the fact that there's no positive cases, I'm not saying I agree a district, I'm just stating that.
Right.
I think it's what's got a lot of people upset on either team. And then you add to that in Stillwater, literally a half a mile away on Saturday, they're going to play a football game. And so inconsistency, as a friend of ours said this week, is the rule of the day right now. Inconsistency in what people say should be done, inconsistency in actions in the same community, just a lot of inconsistency. And at the end of the day, the people that really lose are the kids. And I mean, and I get it. It's red, and I know that a lot of folks that have kiddos at Stillwater High work at OSU, but that also adds to the confusion when then the university says we're having our game on Saturday. So I can see both sides. I tend to side more with one than the other, but I see both sides.
Yeah.
And I can see the argument for both sides.
Yeah, I mean, say you do have the game and then you have an outbreak, and then
you have the game and you have an outbreak, but you don't know if it was because of the game.
Right. They might have gone to a local hamburger place afterwards. And you don't know if you got it at the game or if you got it at the local hamburger place, right?
I mean, it's just that's the whole thing. We keep acting like if we just do these things, then this isn't. I mean, that's not the case. I mean, it's a virus. We don't know where we contract it. If you do, God forbid. But it's unfortunate. It was a big ball game for both teams and a big ball game for a lot of people in Stillwater. I think one of the things that doesn't get a lot of conversation is the economic impact of things, decisions that are made on small business owners all over the state, all over the world.
Right.
But here locally, I mean, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, SU released that they had a $30 million deficit in the athletic department. When you think about that, think about what all these small businesses that count on that revenue on Saturdays or that revenue on Friday nights for home games to pay their employees, to pay their bills. I mean, it's a big deal. Saying all that, I know that nobody made this decision lightly.
Right.
I mean, nobody sat around and said, "I got a good idea. Let's cancel the game of the week."
Right.
That way, everybody will call me literally in the state wanting to know why I did it. I mean, I get that. I mean, that's a tough call, but it's just an unfortunate thing.
Decision was made, and students, parents, all went to the administration building in Stillwater. Let them play, chanting. The doors were locked. Nobody can get inside the admin building, and it's just. And then with the school schedule for Stillwater Public Schools, parents aren't happy. It's just there's a lot going on in there, and then it's with OSU going on, all that stuff. It's just a crazy time right now, but.
It's a crazy time, and I was just looking, and this just dawned on me with Dell City and McGinnis also canceling their game this week. Was that due to positive cases with Dell City players?
Well, this just within the yes, Dell City at McGinnis was canceled. The coach, all the information was really came out. I think Dell City put a release out, but both teams agreed that they would not play. But now McGinnis turns around and schedules Booker T. Washington. So obviously McGinnis is okay to play. If you just put together, Dell City probably wasn't in position to play this week.
Probably because of positive test.
Or not necessarily positive taste. Exposure, contract tracing, so that might put them out.
Because then what I think is for the Guthrie Blue Jays, they play Carl Albert in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. Carl Albert just got done playing Dell City. Does that mean some of these Carl Albert kids potentially have quarantine in their future?
That's why this contract tracing is so because it's don't forget also the health department is involved in this contract tracing. It's not and it's not just like the school doing it right. But like Guthrie played Duncan last week. Duncan's not playing this week against Tulsa Central
because
I couldn't find a reason. I dug and I couldn't find a reason. Duncan's not playing football. Tulsa Central this week. Ardmore. This is they found out on just the other day that their game last week with Ardmore, Ardmore, somebody. But anyway, Ardmore Ponca City's not playing this week, so that's 2 weeks in a row that Ardmore is not going to be able to play. So they will play one game and then jump right into district play next week, hopefully for them. And so there's a lot of moving parts. But McGinnis and Tulsa, Washington will play in Oklahoma City this week. Some other games: Atoka at Marlow. Atoka will play at Hilldale. Douglas Northwest Classon's been canceled. And again, there's the Duncan Tulsa Central. Ponca City at Ardmore. Pryor at Grove. And Tulsa Washington at Tulsa Edison was postponed. So that tells you something about maybe Tulsa Edison couldn't get together. So for McGinnis and Washington, Booker T, it all works out. Their opponents got canceled, so now they can come and play football. But
tougher to play Dell City or Booker T if you're McGinnis?
Well, I was going to get into it here in a little bit, but I think we can segue into it, Rohit. There was some tough news up at Booker T, Washington, as their star Gentry Williams tore his ACL, and he's like a 5-star type guy. Number nine prospect in the country. I think he's a junior. Yeah, he's a junior wide receiver and defensive back, but he tears his right ACL in the victory against Dell City back in week 1. I think he injured it on a catch, but we're talking a track star, like USA, like playing for USA good.
He's got this letter says he's got offers from Florida, LSU, Michigan, OU, Oklahoma State, and Southern Cal. He's pretty good.
Yeah. He won the 400-meter dash as a freshman.
Yeah.
And Team USA track and field program has interest. So really
he's
tough
class.
stuff. Yeah,
he's world class.
Really tough. tough deal for him.
Was it in a game?
Yeah, it was in the Del City game, week 1. I think on a catch.
Wow.
So it's just
that's hard.
But luckily, he has a year to get better, and then
he'll be back
and be back for his senior campaign. And they'll still be interested. Florida, Michigan, all those schools. They'll still be
they'll still be in line.
Yeah. So.
Right.
But anyway, I think we covered all the COVID situation there. So let's put this segment to rest and take a timeout here, and then get back to the play on the field as we take a look back at last week's games, last week's performances, and also take a look at some of the games this week as we get set for the final week of non-district football. District play begins next week. Take our opening timeout here. Again, this is the High School Huddle here on Hot 93.7 FM KSPI. You can also find it on our YouTube channel at Guthrie News page. Back after this is the High School Huddle presented by Generations Church.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the Golden Tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like you were just baking.
You know why it feels that way? They were. Every time I go, I'll let them get extra rolls. So I'll let them. We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the Chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tinder. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time in your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Exxon was founded by two combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Segment 2 of the High School Huddle. Chris Evans, Phil Nichols, along with Jordan Leach, back in our Stillwater studio. And Phil, we had a major accomplishment. We'll stay this Stillwater Pioneer Power Show here, but a little congratulations going out to Quantrell Walker. Ever heard of him? He runs the ball up in Payne County.
Yeah, Stillwater guy.
Yeah. Well, I think
been there 7 years.
Yeah. It's what a lot of 6A2 schools think. But he needed, I can't remember what it was. I think he needed like 50, 60 yards to go over 6,000 rushing yards in a career. And he took care of that in the first snap, his first carry with an 80-yard touchdown run.
Oh, God. What did he do last week? I haven't even seen.
Yeah, he with his broke an 80-yard touchdown run in their big victory. We'll talk about that in a little bit because I predicted that they would roll big. I mean, you picked them to win, I picked them to roll, and they did roll.
I don't think you want to check all of our predictions last week. I think I might have.
Yeah, well, I had to go opposite of a lot. We'll get to that here in a minute.
Oh, okay, good.
But, yeah, Stillwater takes care of Mustang. But the story there was Walker, 260 rushing yards on Friday night for just 24 carries and 4 touchdowns. So,
only 4?
Yeah, only 4.
He had 5 the week before.
Well, I'm sure.
What's wrong?
I'm sure. And
something wrong?
I don't know. Well, he went over 6,000 yards. But how many minutes, quarters, halves has he not played in his career? I mean,
if he played full ball games, the kid would probably have 8,000 yards.
Right.
Seriously. I mean, that's not out of the question. He started since his freshman year. He's just dominant, dude. The cat can play.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
He can play.
So congratulations, over 6,000 yards rushing. If you were to reach 7,000 career yards, you would become number 8 on the state's all-time career rushing list. Jacob Bruce over at Hobart set the record in 2018 or in 2017 actually. Owns the record of 8,586 yards. But small school Hobart, in Hobart, you're probably going to play all 4 quarters.
Well, and you're not seeing the cat Stillwater seeing.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of variables, but not to take anything away from those other kids, but it is much more impressive when you're talking about one of the larger classes of ball in the state. Those kind of numbers are unheard of.
Yeah, so congratulations to Quantrell Walker.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, Stillwater with that beats Mustang 62-21.
Tight ball game.
Yeah, it was good. Especially, Walker first carry, 80 yards. Everyone go home. Got the record. Went over 6,000. Got the win. Just everyone leave.
Roll it in.
Well, Carl Alberts, Phil, needed all 4 quarters. They had a 4-quarter ball game against the Dill City Eagles.
It's like that most years, though. They always seem to have one district game that's a little closer than people think.
Yeah. Dill City's good.
I mean, I'm changing my. I said that nobody's going to beat them this year. I said it with a lot of zeal.
Right.
I still don't think anybody's going to beat them, but I think they're going to have a few close ball games.
I think their last chance of getting beat was probably last week.
The best chance.
The best chance.
Yeah,
the best chance. Because Dill City, I mean, they are so athletic. I mean, they are a really, really good football team. Yeah. So, it was. I don't know if this was the first meeting. I guess I can look up in the meeting or during the break, but the weird game on paper, Midwest City taking on Noble. It just doesn't seem.
It doesn't
seem like they should play.
We used to play Noble.
Yeah, and
kill them.
Yeah, well, Midwest City killed Noble too, 40-6.
Oh, ouch!
But that doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit. It has
that doesn't fit.
I don't know what fit means, but it just doesn't.
But that doesn't.
It doesn't. No, it feels weird. Before we get over to some other 6A scores here in a minute, Guthrie Blue Jays 3-0.
Yeah.
The Jays have actually been 3-0 3 of the last 4 years, I think.
Yeah.
But Guthrie, who do we play this? Duncan. Guthrie takes down Duncan. It was at 31-16.
Takes them down big.
Got 2 touchdowns on their first 2 drives to go up 14-0. That ended up being the halftime score of 14-0. And then Guthrie kind of rolls on in the second half to take down Duncan. So
what'd you say the score was?
14-0 at halftime.
No, final score.
Was it 31-16?
No. They only scored the 1 touchdown.
Oh, yeah. 31-6?
You're thinking of the week before.
Oh, I'm thinking of the week before.
Or the week before that, Shawnee, but
31-6.
Yeah.
I put 16, my bad.
Yeah.
6. I was close.
Yeah, no, you had me convinced. I was there.
My bad, 31-6.
Yeah, that was another good win for the Jays, and A lot of youngsters on that team. A great leadership by some upperclassmen. Josh Raines had a career kind of game.
Yeah, over 200 yards
200
rushing.
yards rushing and finished every run. The kid is just tough as nails. And then so many of those good underclassmen. Big lineman up front doing a great job. I think that might be the story of the year so far, is the kind of play you're getting out of the offensive linemen. And then some good old Guthrie Blue Jay defense. I mean, just bowing their neck and doing big things. Had the shutout till about 3 minutes left in the game?
Yeah, late score.
And then Coach Beebe was mad walking down the sideline.
Yeah.
Coach doesn't think anybody should ever score on him. he could win 100-2, and he's going to be upset. No, because that'd be a save. 100-3, and he would be upset.
Right.
Yeah.
Weatherford took down El Reno rather easily, 41-14. Weatherford, top team, according to many people in Class 4A football. Ethan Downs. El Reno, my understanding, Weatherford wins at 41-14. My understanding is Doran Plumley did not play in that game, and so when he does not play, it's a tough mix there. And Plumley, a great athlete at quarterback. We'll see if when he comes back, he has a foot injury. I don't know if El Reno plays this week or not. I'll have to look here in a second. But they're getting ready for district play. But when he does return to district play, he's got to get some help from his offensive line for El Reno to be effective. I mean, El Reno, a lot of people had him in the top 5, top 6 in Class 5A. Right now, it's a tough spot. And I can't remember his name on defense at that linebacker. That we did their game last year. Was he like number 7? Or, he was really good athlete. But so El Reno takes it. Really wasn't even close over in Weatherford. But remember, Weatherford is a pretty good football team.
El Reno 1-1 now. No, they're 0-2, aren't they? El Reno lost week 1 too, didn't they? Their first week.
I think they've lost. I know they've lost 2 games because Plumley did not play in those 2 games. Right. So we can look up here in a little bit when we look at next week's football games. But your Owasso Rams took down Broken Arrow 32-6. Really wasn't.
Who did you pick in that game, Chris?
Well, you picked Owasso, so I had to go opposite to Broken Arrow.
You didn't have to.
No, I felt like I had to.
Well, that's good guys win.
Yeah. Union gets shut out.
Yeah,
Jinx beats them 28-0.
We both had Jinx.
Yes, and UConn takes down Deer Creek 62-20.
Wait, I didn't hear that. What was the score?
I'm sorry, Phil. You ready?
Yeah.
Deer Creek loses to UConn 62-20.
Okay, we can move on.
Okay. So those were, Edmond North finally got onto the football field. They had to open up with Edlum. They had their first 2 games taken back because of COVID, but against Santa Fe, they only lose by a touchdown, 42-35. That's a pretty good opening showing for head coach Tanner Roof.
Really is.
For Edmond North to play the Wolves that close. So good outing for your first game.
Yep.
After missing the first couple of weeks to get in there. So, I guess Cox broadcast football game. Their first game, I think it was Pump City against PC West.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's awkward.
But anyway, Pump City.
2020. Go with it.
Pump City won that game 28-6. I think those are most of the scores there.
What about Piedmont?
Piedmont. That's what I was going to look up. They got beat.
Yeah, wasn't it Putnam City North?
PC North. Yeah, PC North beat them. Piedmont will have a interesting.
Ooh. They got thumped.
Was it like 39-3?
Yeah, 39-3.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. Yeah.
I picked that too.
You picked that one?
You picked Piedmont.
Oh, yeah, you picked PC North.
You picked Piedmont.
I really did thought Piedmont would have a better showing than that with the flex
a rough start this year.
Well, the other 2 was just completely opposite of what you did. I really did think Piedmont would have a shot there, but who's Piedmont? I think they're in our top. I don't know if they're in our top 10 games here in a little bit, but they got Noble this week. That'll be an interesting ball game. Of course, Guthrie's off this week, and they got Piedmont to district play next week. Yeah. So you got Piedmont could come limping in there or come in with some confidence. It'll be interesting.
We could go watch that game Friday.
Noble at Piedmont, yeah, that would be.
We find ourselves without a destination.
Yeah, after Stillwater.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick on that Bixby-Stillwater deal.
Yeah.
I wonder if the conversation was had to, Payne County's red. We can't play in Payne County.
Yep.
And we don't have any positive cases on our football team that we're aware of.
Yep.
And all the tracing has gone through the right way. Just go play in Bixby.
Yeah.
Why not play in Bixby?
Seems like an option.
I would think that would be an option.
You would hope. A lot of decisions being made, Chris.
And I'm glad I'm not making them.
No. Me too.
I'm glad I'm not making them.
I'd much rather Wednesday night quarterback them than make them. Whew.
Yeah, that's So, okay, so we got Walker going over 6,000 yards. He's headed to 7,000. Oh, he's got to get going a little bit. His games are, they're not guaranteed there. So
missed games are going to hurt him.
Mm-hmm. But so what do you think about Carl Albert? Javian Hunt, by the way, the star running back for Carl Albert, going to Arkansas.
Yeah.
What was it? 13 carries for 27 yards.
Now listen.
You saw him last year.
I have a terrible track record with these statements. I told you last year I didn't think he was the best running back on their team. You remember that?
Yeah.
And he's given me no reason to think he is. Now, saying that, there is an SEC school that's offered him a full scholarship. So
Arkansas.
He can play a little bit. Well, they're in the SEC.
And there's no Arkansas State.
There's no Arkansas State. Just ask my friends up in Manhattan. Whew. That was rough for the Big 12 last week.
Yeah, Big 12. I mean, it was better than the Big 10 and the Pac-12, but not by much.
Those three teams wish they were in the Big 10 or the Pac-12 last week.
And Texas Tech got past
Houston Baptist.
Yeah.
On the last play.
Yeah.
And we saw Navy against BYU just looked atrocious.
Right.
I mean, I think it's because they hadn't practiced, they hadn't tackled, they hadn't done all the stuff. So it's just, like I said, chalk everything up to 2020.
And then Tulsa University, they hadn't been practicing a whole lot because of the COVID, and they watched Navy get thumped, and you know what? We need another week of practice. We'll take another week of practice.
Now they're rolling into a double red, quadruple purple, blue, green county that says can't play high school football on Friday night, but you can play Saturday night or Saturday.
Yeah,
two different entities.
You play O State. O State's playing. Stillwater's not.
Right. That is the part that has me a little perplexed.
Yeah.
I mean, I know why.
Right.
But it's just.
Right.
But it just still. I think that's why so many people are not agreeing with the decision.
Well, you need to take a break. By the way, Big Ten's playing football.
I told you 2-3 weeks ago.
Here we go. Yeah.
No, I did. We were on the phone. Chris calls me 7-8 times a day. It's nonstop. And he always asks me, what do you think's going to happen? And because I have to, I got to ease his concern.
Well, you're not really big on sharing your opinions anyway.
No, I'm very close to the vest.
Yeah, I had to get it out of you. Yeah.
And so I said, Chris, I have multiple sources that say Big Ten's going to play. And you said, how do you know the Big Ten's going to play? And I said, all right, hear me now, believe me later. Anything you want to tell me, Chris?
That's completely reversed how that conversation went. That your story that you just lied across North Central Oklahoma.
Well, I wouldn't call it a lie. I mean, it's my story. I get to tell it the way I want.
And there's a couple other things that I'm holding on to that that you called me.
I didn't call you anything.
You didn't call me anything.
I don't call
how do you know? You don't know.
Well,
and then I like it when it happens that way too. It's so awesome. So,
Chris was right. My wife was wrong. I was calling on her behalf. She's not listening, is she?
She'll probably catch the replay.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Okay. We need to take a break, and I do apologize for our video audience. I do believe our commercials are echoey a little bit on the YouTube feed.
On YouTube?
Well, it was going to be
perfect on Facebook.
No, it was not perfect on Facebook. It will sound crystal clear on 93.7 FM, but they will be a little echoey, and I'll have to fix that.
Yeah.
So I apologize ahead of time. But that just means you can hear the message loud and clear and pay a little bit closer attention to the wonderful commercials. And do pay attention. Those are the ones who sponsor the show to allow us to get onto the radio and onto the YouTube feed as well. So appreciate the echo on YouTube. And can you be able to fix that by next week?
Oh, I can bust it out over the break. But
I don't want to put you out.
No, I mean, I can do it. But are you going to talk about you being in YouTube jail last week?
Wasn't really jail.
Could you use YouTube?
I couldn't use YouTube, but
that's jail.
No, it's not jail. All right, here come the Echo commercials on your video feed. By the way, radio, it'll be perfect. Oh. It'll be beautiful. It'll be beautiful.
Keep telling that,
All right.
Donald.
Take a time out. This is the High School Huddle, presented by our good friends over at Generations Church.
Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Exxon was founded by two combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the Golden Tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I'll get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're gold. He's on Tinder. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and you can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Phil Nichols to my left, Jordan Leach in our Student Water studio, Chris Evans. This is the High School Huddle, 93.7 FM KSPI, brought to you by our good friends at Generations Church, 2524 West Noble. You can check them out there on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. or check them out online. You can go to their website. Also on Facebook, Generations Church. Do Google search, it's there. One service, 2 spots, in or out, online or in the building. But, I was watching the press briefing today at the White House just for entertainment purposes.
What happened to you?
I think.
No, seriously, what happened to you?
I think the president took credit for Big Ten coming back to football.
Wouldn't know why he didn't.
And then he said Pac-12, it's your turn. Now you need to play football.
And then he walked up and says, "You're welcome."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
He might be playing quarterback for Michigan by the time the season's over.
Oh, my gosh.
Might have some free time.
Is it November yet? Is it November yet?
I just wanted to get here and get over with. I told my wife, I said, I'm doing the same thing I did in 2016. I'm going to eat dinner. I'm going to go to bed about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
You're not going to catch a peek?
I didn't watch 1 second of it in 2016. I'm not watching 1 second of it in 2020. I'm over all of it.
I agree with you.
I'm over all of it.
It's unfortunately, it's not going to
Nobody tells the truth.
I know.
Nobody.
And then they can be telling you the truth, and you still don't. You don't know. You don't know.
I mean,
it's going to be ugly no matter what.
Why do you do that? Why do you bring this stuff up?
I know.
I mean,
hey, let's look at some of the big games this week, Phil. Take a little break here. By the way, our friends over in Perkins, I need to look them up real quick.
Yeah.
They finally got on the football field.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for a score because it
wasn't good.
The Perkins, they're probably like, you know what? Just skip this segment here. You don't need to talk about the PG. There it is, 27-7. The Cushing Tigers take down Perkins. Perkins' first game of the season after having the first two games canceled, postponed. I'm not sure what it was, but Cushing, also in our listening audience, they get the victory there, 27-7. So.
Wow, that's tough. Because 2 weeks. I mean, you don't know. Again, we don't know the whole story, but something. I'm sure practices didn't look normal. I'm sure stuff wasn't normal.
Perry wins over Tonkwall, 39-26. Cashin, we were building up Cashin taking on the Minko mascot.
Mice?
No.
Muskrats?
Close.
Muskrats? Close to mice? Rats? I mean, what is it?
Bulldogs.
How's that close to Bulldogs?
47-0, and this was like number one. This was like a top 5 matchup.
They have got to win a state title this year, don't they?
I don't know if Cashin.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to run the table.
Okay.
They're going to make it to the state finals, and they're going to have to cancel.
Oh no. Oh.
Hear me now, believe me later.
Oh boy.
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that would be.
The way 2020 is going, I mean. I'm not. Nothing would surprise me at this point.
Well, we'll see. Cashin has another big game this week. This time at home as they take on the Thomas
Tigers.
Close. Starts with a T. You won't get it though. It starts with a T. Thomas Fay Custer. It's all part of a group, but they are the Thomas.
This hurts when you do this to me.
Yeah, Terriers. Thomas Terriers.
Like the dog?
Like the dog, yes. Green and white.
Well, so it's not green and gold. That's okay.
But, this is Cashin's Ben Harmon, another strong passing attack.
Is he going to break all of his brother's records before he's done?
I don't know. We'll have to watch that.
Ben's just a sophomore, isn't he?
I think that's right, yeah. So, Cashin, I think they might just sleepwalk into
the season.
Yeah.
I think they could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got to the championship last year.
They're so snake bit.
Ringling?
Ringling.
Yeah.
Ringling had a heck of a football team.
Yeah.
Had a heck of a football team. But now we keep waiting for Cashin to get that elusive gold ball. And they've had the teams. I mean, they've been so close so many times. So maybe this is their year. I hope so.
Maybe so. How about the again? We were getting ready for Bishop McGinnis taking on Dell City this week. Obviously, that got canceled. McGinnis went up to Bishop Kelly to battle the Bishops, a big rival game each in the non-district between Bishop Kelly and Bishop McGinnis. Bishop Kelly won that game by a couple touchdowns, 35-21.
We both took Kelly.
We both took Kelly in that one. Took Kelly in that one. And so now
you didn't take the opposite of me on that one, so that kind of destroys your argument on the other two losses.
Well, we were running out of time.
Oh, okay.
Jordan was saying, "Hey, get us going."
Whatever you need to tell yourself.
So, but Bishop McGinnis now taking on Booker T. Washington.
I don't know which. Well, I do now with their stud gone. I think the Booker T game. I think the Dell City probably would have been gosh, who knows? The Dell City and Booker T are going to look a lot alike, I would think, typically, as far as just athletes all over the field. I mean, just great athletes. So But without your stud, wide out, and defensive back, kind of Mr. Everything, is this a I don't want to say easier, but is it a better matchup for McGinnis, or does it matter?
It's about the same because Booker T. Washington, Dale City played each other, and Booker T. won 15-13.
Right.
So, those teams, you can say they're fairly close there. So, but McGinnis right now 1-1, got the victory over Muskogee, which we'll talk about the Roughers here in a little bit. But McGinnis has lost Muskogee and Bishop Kelly, and then they will take on Booker T. Washington. That's a pretty good non-district schedule for the Catholics.
That's brutal, is what that is. Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah.
No, that's a load.
And then district play begins after that. Of course, McGinnis got a great quarterback in Luke Tarman.
Great athlete.
So that will be a game. So who you gonna go? You gonna go Booker T. Washington? You gonna go McGinnis?
We doing predictions now?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Booker T. Washington or McGinnis?
Right.
I'm going Booker T. You gotta quit letting me go first.
I know. I'm going Booker T as well.
Changing your strategy up, huh?
Well, I think just a little speed on the end, just close game though.
No.
Luke Tarman, Michael Taffy's still good. Good, but
it's close game. Does that mean Booker T wins by a touchdown?
Or about a touchdown.
I say 2 touchdowns.
Oh, you go 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, we'll do a differential.
I'm gonna go like a 2013 ball game.
Okay, I'm gonna go like 28-14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're not too far off.
No.
We mentioned a couple times Bixby and Stillwater aren't playing. Bixby will play this week, and they will take on Stigler in a limited roster.
Yeah.
And we had Stigler.
What does that mean?
That means, I'm sure, by the way, Mason Williams, the starting quarterback for Bixby, got his first D1 offer today.
Oh, we did?
Or yesterday.
For who?
Drake.
Good for him.
Drake University.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really good. But I think, that probably means they're going to take a lot of their JV kids.
I don't know if Braylon Presley will play. I don't know if Mason Williams will play. I don't know how.
Is Stigler any good at all?
Yeah, no, they're good. They're a good program. Bixby's probably one of the best in the state, if not the best in the state.
How big Stigler?
Boy, like small.
Like 3A small?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So,
like 3A, I think they're 3A.
So what everybody needs to do is pray that we have a Hoosiers moment.
Oh.
And Stigler wins.
Of all the people to beat, Bixby has the longest winning streak in large school football.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
At 27 games, and then they go play Stigler.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
There's no
you
one
could
would
write a movie about that.
No one would ever pick Stigler to beat Bixby because it just got scheduled this couple days ago.
You going to pick him?
Absolutely, I'm picking Bixby.
Oh, okay, me too.
Yeah. It seemed I can't remember who we were. Stigler had a. Now I got to look at it because now I'm interested.
There he goes.
They had a good game. They beat somebody good, I think, or they got beat by somebody good. I'll have to effort that here in a minute. But we just picked it like last week. I can't remember who it is. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna get over that real quick.
Okay.
Jones Longhorns.
2-0,
taking on Tulsa Lincoln Christian. That's up in the Tulsa area. This was supposed to be played a couple weeks ago, but it's been scheduled here. And Carson May is the next.
The next great quarterback from Jones.
Yeah, he's already there, but
I know he is. He's legit.
Yeah. So you're going to take in that one. Jones offense against the Lincoln Christian's defense.
Well, I put a lot of study and research into this.
No,
Hours. Piles of paper.
Right.
Lincoln Christian's a public or private school?
Lincoln Christian, they're a private school.
Private school.
Yeah.
So you know who I'm picking. Jones.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jones too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Jones too. Heritage Hall taking on John Marshall. This has been a good game the last couple of years.
Yeah.
We need to get a break in here, but Tulsa Metro Christian taking on Tulsa Holland Hall. You got Cherokee taking on Shattuck. I think Shattuck will win that one. Yeah. I'm picking Shattuck there.
Yeah.
How about Muskogee dropping down to Class 5A, taking on Coweta? They believe, they hope that the Muskogee stud who's committed to Oklahoma State, Ty Williams, he's the QB and the DB. Yeah. They think he comes back this week. Take on Coweta. Muskogee favored, but Coweta a top 5-6 team in Class 5A football. They're making a lot of noise on the east side of the state in 5A football. Yeah. So them and Bishop Kelly are perhaps the two best teams so far in 5A football.
I mean, I think Muskogee wins that.
With or without Williams?
I think with or without.
Okay. I'm the same way.
I think with or without.
We're starting to agree.
I don't like this at all.
Yukon takes on Norman North.
Yeah.
And Berry Hill takes on Cushing. Cushing 2-0, of course, the victory over Perkins last week.
Yeah.
So
who are you taking on that one?
Rooting for Cushing.
Yeah.
I think Berry Hill wins.
That's where I'm at.
Rooting for Cushing.
Yeah. Do we have any difference? Did we pick anybody different this week?
No, I don't think so. That's kind of embarrassing.
That.
We might have to find some games just to disagree on.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Tulsa OSU plays. Who are you picking that one?
I don't care.
You don't care?
Don't care.
Really?
They've made the list.
They're on the list. Oh,
Big 12's on the list.
Oh, Big 12's on the list.
Whole Big 12's on the list.
Whole Big 12's on the list.
Whole Big 12's on the list.
SEC, they're good so far?
Oh, no. I should say college football's on the list.
College football is on the list.
On the list.
So no college football, no NFL.
That's right.
No NBA.
Who?
Hockey? Do you do hockey?
Nah, too many Canadians.
Yeah. Boy. A lot of rules.
Always got the PBR.
PBR, yeah. Well.
Golf.
PBR now. It wasn't a.
Well, I mean, they were on the list for a second.
Yeah, for a little bit.
We got through that, though.
Got through. Popped through that. All right. Tell Jordan Leach.
No, Oklahoma State obviously should win that ball game.
Yeah.
I mean, it should.
I was hoping you picked Tulsa so we can disagree.
I know. All right. You got to give me more than that to work with, buddy.
Final time out here on the High School Huddle. When we return, final thoughts here on the Huddle, presented by Generations Church.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at GenerationsGuthrie.online.church.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the Golden Tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like you were just baking.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I love to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We're being photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time in your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Exxon was founded by two combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Welcome back to the final segment here on the High School Huddle. Thank you. Top of the hour, Hot 93.7 FM KSPI. Also live streaming this on YouTube. Go to YouTube and search Guthrie News Page. Be sure to subscribe, and all of our Guthrie fans out there, that's the same way you watch Guthrie High School football on YouTube, and you listen to it right here on 93.7 FM KSBI. Of course, the Blue Jays are off this week, so no games for us anyway, so that gives us our bye week this week. So, but we're presented by Generations Church. Sunday service begins at 10 a.m. in the building or online. One church, two locations. And you can find Generations Church at facebook.com/Generations Guthrie.
Backslash or forward slash? It's forward slash.
You got me confused now.
It's forward slash.
It's forward slash. I'll see if you were paying attention. You never pay attention during the promos.
I'm pondering right now.
Also,
I have an important question.
Oh, okay.
And I hope we have time to take us out on this. But
okay.
I think it's important.
GenerationsGuthrie.online.church.
Yeah.
Generations Church, our title sponsor the entire season. Also, great sponsors of Guthrie High School football as well. Before we get to your great question, Phil, Stigler, indeed, Class 3A football team.
Yes.
Can you give me the mascot of Stigler?
The Stigler Stingers.
Ooh, that would be a good one.
Huh?
They should we'll
write that into them.
It's one of the most common mascots.
The Stigler Wildcats.
Nope.
The Stigler Eagles.
Nope.
The Stigler.
It's not the Bulldogs, but that's another common.
I don't know.
Panthers.
Stigler Panthers.
Panthers. Yeah, they're good too.
Yeah.
Beat Salisal 25-0. Beat Adair in that. That's the game I was trying to remember a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They won that game 45-6 in a really nice top 10 type game, and then beat Eufaula. We saw Eufaula last year in the state championships.
Yeah.
Beat Eufaula 40-22.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So. I know a lot of Stigler fans out there watching the broadcast or listening to the broadcast. They take on the Bixby Spartans this week.
Stigler's up, going in like 3 minutes left. You're going to see all these guys come out of the stands and put uniforms on and run on the field all of a sudden.
I wonder. I do wonder what a limited roster means.
It's got to be like JV or maybe numbers. Probably just numbers. Probably like you can't bring more than – we've got 32 on our team. You got to bring 32 and of course, there'll be 32 and 12 of them have.
So do you bring do you suit out Mason Williams and Braylon Presley and
stay fresh?
And let them play?
Let them play a while. Get a little.
That's not a very limited roster.
Get a little breathing room.
A little bit, not real limited if you let those two play. But
wouldn't that be limited for Stigler?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Oh, it'd be the story of the decade.
You're talking about Jinx, Union, BA. Nobody can beat Bixby.
But the Panthers.
But the Panthers of Stigler can. You know what?
So awesome.
I'm kind of interested in that.
Where is Stigler?
I hope that's a.
Is that a long ways away?
I hope there's a broadcast or something of that.
That's what I want to know where it's at, because if it's within driving distance, we may have found a Friday night activity.
I mean, it could also be 80-0 too.
Oh, and it probably will be, but I'm just saying. The intrigue, the build-up would be amazing. How far we got to drive, Chris?
Well, you better fuel up there, Phil.
Where are we at?
It's
never mind.
On the east side of the state, south of 40.
Yeah. Is that Muskogee I see near it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Is it south of Muskogee?
South, yeah. Weber's Falls, south of there.
We won't
go there. it'll be a shorter trip for Bixby probably than it would be for us.
Oh yeah.
So
it's straight south.
Man, I hope
that would be so cool.
That would be cool.
It would, because it doesn't really hurt Bixby. It's not. I mean, it hurts their pride, but
they're 27-game winning streak.
You don't get gold balls for that, Chris.
No, they get them every year.
Yes,
in
but
December.
they don't give you an extra one for having a winning streak.
You don't get extra ones there.
You
Okay.
get extra ones. Yeah.
So anyway, well, Phil, we got a couple more minutes. So
okay. Can I get my question?
Hold on. This is Phil's segment here. He gets the last 2 minutes
and
of the
Chris
show.
Has no idea.
And this is when we get kicked off. Jordan Leach, you get that dump button ready. Get us off the air because we got to be good on the radio.
No,
online we can get away with a little bit more.
Some of us can, not Chris. Chris is a what do you call that? Repeat offender with YouTube.
No.
Well, a couple of
went out of my way. You're down to a minute now.
Oh, okay. So non-district with the canceling of the games and stuff.
Okay.
That's bad, right? But
it's even worse next.
That's what
week.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what happens? How do you handle that? How do you handle if, God forbid, knock on wood, Kelly Beebe's crying right now, if we get ready to play Piedmont district game and Piedmont calls up and says we can't play, or if Guthrie has to call up and say we can't play?
It doesn't help your chances.
Because it doesn't count as a loss.
No, but it doesn't
count as a win.
It doesn't help you either. It's
and you got to have how many? Do you have to have a certain amount of qualifying wins?
Well, we'll probably have to dissect this a little bit, and that will be a good topic next week because we don't have enough time to get into that. But that there is that in place, but I think it's going to be a lot of moving parts.
I mean, was that a good question?
Oh, that was a great question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were 58 minutes. You were 58 minutes too late on that deal. But that would be a good conversation to have when we do begin district play next week.
Who has the longest streak in the state of Oklahoma for playing football? Who is it?
Between the two teams?
Yeah. You want me to tell you?
Oh yeah, Phil.
Cleveland.
Right.
Meaning Baker Mayfield, bad NFL team. Hominy, meaning looks like corn but betrays your taste buds.
Right. How many times have they played, Phil?
100 times.
99.
Well, I mean, next year will be 100.
All right, we are out of here. Appreciate you tuning in. Again, we're off this weekend, so best of luck to your team this weekend, and hopefully everyone still gets to play. And then next week we'll break down district play.
Yeah, hope so.
Oklahoma State Cowboys get on the field this weekend. The Sooners are off this weekend. Tulsa obviously taking on Oklahoma State. So best of luck to your teams, and again, thank you to Jordan Leach back in our Stillwater studio as always. Paddle Girl, and Generations Church, our proud sponsor of the High School Huddle. We'll talk to you next Wednesday night here on the High School Huddle.
This has been the High School Huddle on Hot 93.7 FM. Be sure to tune in next week as we break down more of the top games and news from across the state of Oklahoma.